Hi and welcome to this presentation of easyLog's CareLog Plus care record management software. This presentation focuses on one of the key strengths of the product. That is the ability of a carer to be able to easily record an action they have taken either within the software or within the tablet PCs that the system is also supplied with, and then for the software to automatically present follow-up actions to the user so that nothing is overlooked. This is certainly a feature that our clients already using the system find particularly powerful. So let's start with an example based around a carer recording something in a shift note. Looking at the screen here, we're dealing with the resident who's called Minnie Mouse, and here we have a photo here so we know who we're actually working with. As you can see on the screen here, we have these four shift periods. 8 to 2, 2 to 8, 6 to 10 and the night shift. Now in this particular setup we have daily notes or shift notes organised for the period of the shift that a carer might work, and here we can see the range of care plans that are also being defined for this particular resident. So let's go into the 8 to 2 shift care. Just double click on there, and then the user is presented with this series of prompts here to ask them to record against these particular activities. And when I then click on skin integrity, for example, I'm then presented with this set of drop downs. Now the key thing to bear in mind here is that both the prompts that you see down the side and these drop downs associated with each of these prompts are entirely definable as part of the system implementation. That's done very easily, so if you don't like any of these options here, you can delete them, you can add to them, but that is within your control. So let's say in terms of skin integrity that we've observed, the carer has observed a new red skin area. So all they would do is then click on that, and then let's say that area was observed, say small area, 2 centimeters, round, found behind right knee. And then I can go on to record other actions against it as well. So bowels maybe open normally, etc., etc. So we'll say yes, they were open normally. So again, that's simply recorded there. Now, if I now have options to record a care task. Now a care task is effectively a diary per resident, so you can see it confirms here that we're dealing still with Minnie, and we click on add here. Now what I might want to do is to say, right, I'm not particularly happy about that small area there. What I want to do is make the carers aware of it and follow up and prompt them for each of the next 4 or 5 days. So what we can do here is say observe new red skin area at behind right knee, and say, right, I want them to be aware of this and do a daily observation of it, let's say until the weekend, until the end of the weekend, for the next 5 days therefore. So all I'm doing now is say, right, I want that to be done on a daily basis, i.e. each of those days, and I've no need to add any further notes in there, but because they should be able to find it. Click on OK, and now what happens is generated those 5 diary entries, effectively for one of each next to the 5 days. If I then close that, what I'd also then want to do is presumably mark it on the body map as well. So I can do that here. Click on that. So you want to add a new observation. The observation was a small area of new red skin found approx 2 centimeter circle. And maybe what I did as a carer, I applied dab of pseudocreme and say OK. And that then has appeared here with the date and time as to when it was recorded, and also obviously a point here with the observation as well in terms of where that actually is. What I can also do, if I click on double click on that, is I can upload a particular photo. If I have a camera, I could take a picture and then upload it specifically to as an image against this particular observation. So close that now, close again, and come out of the body map. And what I do now is click on OK. See that? Now what will happen automatically is it presents me with the associated care plan linked with the observation of skin integrity, which in this case clearly is the skin integrity care plan. So that's the actual care plan itself. I can now go into edit that care plan, I can then see it. I can, if I wish, go in now and change this care plan. I can maybe reduce the review period. Maybe I want to have a different key worker associated with this care plan because it needs to go to perhaps a more senior person now. As you can see as well, I can also display the assessments against this, so I've got more background information appearing here, and I can look back at the last care plan reviews as well. So really everything is being pulled together, everything is at my fingertips in terms of being able to see the related information about Mini. But the key point here is that from that single observation by the carer being recorded, automatically my care plan is held in sync with my daily notes, so those things are never going to get out of sync. So I click on OK here, and OK again. What it now says is, hang on a second, do you actually now want to review that alarm as well? Because what it's done now is brought up an alarm as well as the automated review of the care plan. And I'll say, well, I'll actually do that later. Now, where this will also be picked up on is in 2 or 3 places. One, we can go here to the care task. Therefore, you can see in my alarms here, those care tasks about observing that red skin will appear in there. What I've also got in here as well is in my alarms diary, I can see there that care plan review has been done. And if I go to the shift handover report and run that, this report is run each time that you would have obviously, as it suggests, a handover between your staff. So what it does is automatically go off, look at every single resident and just pull for the attention of the care team that are running the shift handover anything that they need to be aware of. So all of the things such as slept well, ate well, had a nice day are not being brought up here because those don't need any attention. What this is doing is pulling out the things that actually do need attention and therefore being brought to the attention of the care team that is running the shift handover. So we can see here against Mini we have that new care task has been brought out here for their attention. We can see that care plan review has been automatically brought out, and what we can also see is that an alarm that was recorded as well, which has been caused by the fact that there was an observation of a new red skin area on the 8 to 2 shift by that carer. So all this information is being brought together because of that one observation by the carer, either through a tablet PC as they're walking around the home, or as I did here, by being recorded within the software itself. But again, the key thing to bear in mind here is that one observation has automatically caused all these actions to happen, and therefore that our care plan and other related documents is never out of sync with the records that the carer is actually recording as part of their shift notes. So that completes this presentation. Thank you for listening, and of course if you'd like further information, please continue to look through our website or give us a call on 01892 834406. Thank you for listening. Bye.